We're getting new insight into the state of our economy, although the data is incomplete. The Labor Department says the U.S. added 119,000 jobs in the month of September. That's almost double what economists had expected. The unemployment rate also ticked up slightly to 4.4%, but those numbers were supposed to come out more than a month ago, and the Trump administration says we won't get the numbers for October. So what is going on here? Well, the government shutdown. CBS News MoneyWatch correspondent Kelly O'Grady joins us now. So let's put that aside for the moment. Tell us about the September jobs report, what it tells us, especially going into the Fed's next interest rate decision.
So this was good news, on the top level. I mean, we had 4 months, May through August, where you saw months where we lost jobs, months where the job growth was really anemic. 119,000 isn't something to write home about, but certainly a lot better than that 50,000 that we were expecting, and a big turnaround from the 4,000 we lost in August. Now, you mentioned the unemployment rate ticked up to 4.4%. We don't love it. That's still within the healthy band. I think the two things that sort of stood out for me, one, real wages didn't grow that much. That was a little bit of a red flag. We like to see that continue to grow above inflation. That's what helps the crunch in the wallet go away over time. And then the other thing is, okay, this is September, right? This is dated. And so it's great to know that in September things were good, but we also know that in October we saw the most layoffs that we have seen in years, according to one report by an employment firm. So if you sort of look at those two things and say, okay, but if we're not going to get October,
Why are we not going to see the October jobs report?
So it's all about the fact that when the government was shut down, we weren't able to collect data. We got the September numbers because it was supposed to come out 2 days after the government was shut down. So it's basically they were just putting the finishing touches, formatting things, right? That data was collected. Because they had months or over a month where they weren't collecting data, they just said, we're not going to be able to do it for October. We're going to restart with November. However, that is now pushed, and we're not going to get that until after the Fed meets again. So you did ask, what does this mean for the Fed? They're probably not going to do anything because they don't have enough data. September says, well, it's better than expected. Might as well just take a pause.
So let's talk about earnings reports. Correct me if I'm wrong. We have Nvidia and Walmart up, but we have Target, Lowe's, Home Depot down. What does that tell you about spending?
It tells you that Walmart has been able to capture the value-driven consumer. And your Lowe's, your Home Depot, the home renovations, they're not it right now. And Target, nice to have, not need to have items, right? Walmart is groceries. The thing that really stuck out to me about Walmart is they're getting higher income consumers to shop there. So when you have those folks trading down, that tells you about the economy.
Fascinating. Kelly O'Grady, thank you.